So, last month, my roommate Kyle decided our spice rack needed order and discipline, like he was Gordon Ramsay and the paprika was underperforming. He spent an entire Saturday reorganizing every jar alphabetically, while narrating his process like a TED Talk. You see, cumin comes before curry powder, and fennel, well, fennel is just lost in life. At first, I appreciated the effort, no more frantic paprika hunts mid-stir-fry. So when he called me over to admire his work, I gave him a standing ovation, which, to be fair, was mostly just me getting up to grab the salt. But then things got weird. The next night, I was making spaghetti and reached for the oregano, only to find it sandwiched between two bottles I'd never seen before. Oregret and Oregardless. I assumed Kyle was messing with me. He's the kind of guy who labels his leftovers not for roommates in 4 languages. But he swore up and down that Oregret was great on eggs and that Oregardless had umami undertones. I figured the guy just watched too many cooking shows and moved on, though I did start to notice my food tasted oddly philosophical. It escalated at our next dinner party. Kyle proudly presented a roast chicken seasoned with thyme, time travel, and thyme after thyme. Our friends spent the meal pondering whether Oregret was a seasoning or an emotion, and if basilisk was just basil with a side of snake. One guest bit into a carrot and announced, "I think I just tasted nostalgia." Kyle just nodded sagely, like Yoda in an apron, and offered to sprinkle some parse leverage on their potatoes. The final straw came when my mom visited and asked for cinnamon for her coffee. Kyle handed her a jar labeled Cinnamon-mint, explaining it was like regular cinnamon, but with more freedom. That's when I realized we hadn't just alphabetized the spice rack, we'd completely re-seasoned our vocabulary. Now, every time I make dinner, I have to ask myself, is this oregano or am I about to have some deep oregrets?